Blazing in the blue of ruined ribbons, I know that I've got a life worth living. I've been up an hour and I already got out of my tree. Pulled all of the bones outside their legs and tied them up with snake strings by your bed. And now I guess I'll rearrange your garden and sleep all day. Existence is futile, don't need your approval. I'll burn like a good child, but you know I'm still wild, still wild. Every time I leave my day body, I turn into best of feeling godly, spending all my lives like cigarettes, like I'm 17. Idle as a spider full of flies, clawing at the oceans in your eyes. I don't need some fabricated grind to feel alright. Nothing's broken. You left the cage open, trapped in this toy lion, but you know I'm still wild, still wild.
Okay. Hello. How's it going? I hope everybody's having a less stressful day than I am. Okay, I'm here. We're doing it. Hi. I don't know why, but my tech just was not having it at all today. Which is fine. We'll live. There's also something in my drink, which is great. Love that for me. Yeah, so I know that I'm going to get a raid in a few minutes, so I might just stall for a little bit here. Oh yeah, this is the song that has the sound in it that makes me think I'm getting a raid because it sounds like the tape feel of my alerts. Yep, there we go. Hi. Oh, this one's the Cuddy sound. That's what it is. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. Thank you, Cap. Would you do stars too, Shani? Thank you. I figured you were on it, but for those of you who don't know Stars, you should know Stars because she's like one of my besties and we hang out all the time. And she was just streaming, and yeah, and I was in there the whole time. So if you somehow didn't know who either of us were, but you came in, then I don't know how you got here, but welcome, I guess. Perhaps you should learn who we are. I don't know. What do you feel like today? I will need a sound check from you guys because my other headset decided to not charge even though it was plugged in. So we're on my other headphones. Which means all the audio is way different again. But we're dealing with it. That's fine. I also had to put re-put in the source for my webcam today. And I got a surprise medical bill for $400. So I'm having a really good day with no stress whatsoever. On my voice, okay, music can go down. That's easy peasy lemon squeezy. So yeah, I'm having a day, but it's okay. We'll get through it. It'll be fine. But you will notice the pinned post has a coupon code for 25% off everything in my shop so that I can try and get some more sales to help me out with the medical costs, because this was a complete surprise to me. They said that it was going to be covered and then it wasn't. So yeah. And on top of that, I get to pay another $400 to the dentist tomorrow because I'm getting more work done. Yay! I love the medical system in my country so much. But yeah, anyway, Stars is awesome. You should follow Stars. I'm also pretty cool, so you could follow me too. But yeah, we're gonna work on this beautiful babe here today. This is a lobster mermaid because lobsters are the cockroaches of the sea. So they're basically just mermaids for cockroaches. Yeah, lob maid, stuff like that. We also did a shrimp. I didn't realize how similar their faces were until I was drawing both of these, and then I was like, well, at least they match. I have started working on prepping this file. I didn't get it all the way done this morning, but that will be replacing our other shrimp emote soon. It's really not that different. But I thought it would be nice to have some more physical art ones, because right now, the only physical art emote I have is the pickle. Exactly, Shawnee. They knew that this was too sexual for children to see. And we can draw this in with talking about Sleepy, who was really obsessed with saying people fucked fishes yesterday. Lobster is not technically a fish, but I don't know, if you were really brave, you could fuck one, I guess. I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with this. But yeah, that's the drill. And I should yell at Stars to go to bed, I think. I think that's my next goal here. I do have a vague idea for the color palette on this one, because I'm thinking that the hair, I could do like a blonde, which is like classic mermaid color, but I'm thinking that this is actually just kelp stuck on his head. So I think we're gonna do like kelp, and then we'll have the sea star pasties be a blue to draw up the wave a little bit so that it evens out a little. And then there's just a rock. It's just gonna be a rock. Yeah, and we're gonna do red for this guy, which is not entirely accurate perhaps to a live lobster, but I'm allowed to do whatever I want. So jot that down. But first, what I should do is clean my palette, because we still have colors from last time on here, and we should start fresh. Yeah, I'm well known for kicking butts. It's true. There you go. Good, good. So hot, she'll boil her own water. Excellent. Hey, Red Shirt. Good to see you. Welcome in. I don't know. As a person with a beard, perhaps you should not josh about people brushing their faces, my dear. I knew what you meant, stars. The music is louder for me, which is funny because I have it turned farther down than I do with my other headphones. I don't know. I don't know, man. Oh, I hate that when you're so tired and it's just like, this is the worst time to sleep, but it would be so nice. The illicit call of the late nap. Okay. How do I want to get started on this? First, I want to erase the pencil lines. How about that? We can think ahead a little bit, and then we get to use Leon. You might tell that I'm talking really fast. That's because I'm a little anxious today. It's been a time. I'm not like melting down about it though, so that's a big improvement from past Katie. I think part of it is just I've done this long enough that it's not as scary when stuff happens, because like I knew how to fix the camera, I had a backup plan for the audio, like it's fine, but it's still a little, I don't know, stress inducing. Especially since this is not reality, this is in my head, especially since I had a timer. I also think that my camera has decided to not pay attention to any of my settings today. That's not good. I want to stop being a butthole. You're still doing auto exposure. Why are you doing that? Girl. Okay. Is that better? Okay, now you're paying attention to me. I just needed to turn everything off and then back on again. Okay. Oh, I know why it is. It's because I installed a different Logitech software, and so it's trying to override the other one. That's what's going on. Right. Maybe I should make a sticker for sleepy bitch disorder, because, like, I say that enough. And it just feels right. I don't know. I do have sleepy bitch disorder. I'm not patient 0 of sleepy bitch disorder, but I do have sleepy bitch disorder. Oh, actually, that's a good idea, Kat. You're so smart. Did you guys know that I'm dating him? Because I am. Where's my... I'll just put it in here. Oh, loud first beat. Right, Shawnee? I don't know what color I would want to make that. What colors do you guys associate with sleepy time? With tired, with go night-night. Okay, I think I want to do some undershading in blue, which is going to involve getting the green out of here. It's so messy. Not really. Yeah, I was thinking purples. Like, honestly, the color from last month, that like lilac color, is probably the best bet. Or maybe wisteria, or not wisteria, I mean lavender. Because I got 2 new paint colors last month. So I got the lilac, which is actually wisteria is the name of that color, according to them, not according to me. And then lavender is kind of a more periwinkle kind of color. So I think those are both good for that. Have I got the body badges out here? I do. At least some of them. Yeah, so I could do one similar to this. So I have Nerve Pain Posse, No Knee Juice Club, and then I have Tummy Trouble Survivor, which I don't think I have one of out here. but it's the same kind of holographic and it's green color. I would love that, Shawnee. I do legitimately, I know that the original company was bad, but I do legitimately buy Sleepy Time tea all the time. If you want to just like make a little drawing of yourself, Shawnee, I'll just paste you on every single box that I have. Because I do drink that literally every night before bed. I need my little routines or my brain explodes. That's just how stickers work. And honestly, I don't have it out here, but sticker books are so great. And I'm hoping to be able to afford to get some of those done because I'm thinking that the stamp series that I've been doing, if I laid them out to make it like kind of like a postcard or maybe like a suitcase kind of vibe, that would be a really cute cover for a sticker book. So I would really like to be able to do that, but with, you know, the way the world is going, I don't know if I'm going to be able to afford to do that. We'll see. Fingers crossed. I also need to hold off on ordering the sticker sheet of this until I've paid off the medical stuff. The medical stuff does at least allow me to do payment plans, so I don't need to drop it all at once. But I would rather not have that hanging over my head and stressing out about it. I say is if I ever don't stress out about stuff, stress is like my default. Which is why I woke up at 4:30 a.m. this morning and couldn't get back to sleep. You know, just crazy things. Okay, so I did change the underside of this lobster a bit from what it would look like normally, because normally you would have some visible muscle and stuff in between the sections, but I thought it looked kind of icky. And it's my art, so I get to make the rules. So I just kind of decided to make it smooth shell instead. What was I saying though? Oh yeah, but sticker books have like changed the way that I collect stickers too. Because then I can keep a sticker for me like in the book so I can look at it and enjoy it. And then if I find something that I really want to stick it on, I'll stick it on there. Although I've gotten a lot looser. That's not really the connotation I want, but we'll go with it. About where I put my stickers. Because like the way I try to think about it is the worst that happens is I put a sticker on something and it brought me joy. And then I buy another sticker from the same person. If I want to put it someplace else or if it gets destroyed, you know? Like, oh no, supporting artists. What do I do? Such a horrible fate. And I get that that's not exactly a possibility for everyone, but that's how I try to think about it anyway. I didn't put my phone in Do Not Disturb. I should do that. Because otherwise I'll get distracted. Me immediately forgetting what I opened my phone for. It's fine. Yeah. Okay. I also didn't know before I started drawing this that lobsters have 2 pairs of claws. Like, maybe if I ate lobsters, I would know that, but I don't. I'm not big on a lot of seafood. But they have big claws, and then they have a second bit of tiny little claws that I'm assuming they use to hold food and manipulate stuff. But who knows? They're just doing lobster things with them, I guess. I'm apparently just gonna spin this art like a pizza 30 times.
Three hearts, nine brains, and blue blood. Three hearts, nine brains, and blue blood. I hold the shape of water. The ocean pulls me under. Three hearts, nine brains, and blue blood. I blend into a new.
Did I explain what I'm doing at all? I don't know that I did.
The
I'm just doing the underpainting, so I'm using blue for the shadow, and I'll probably use yellow for the highlights, and then we'll go over it in red.
space between my eyes, flat like a flounder, warm like the riverside. I am a shapeshifter, I can be anyone.
I feel so out of sorts today. It'll be fine. Also, I have a modeling session tomorrow that I'm mildly nervous about. Again, it will be fine. It's just one of the teachers who has like way more specific poses that he wants me to do, and they make me tired. It's a lot of standing up, which is difficult on my hips. I do really like the shape on the claw I got here. I had to redo that like a million times for like the way it ended up. Hi, Adam. How's it going? We'll also do blue for the underpainting for the kelp, I guess. Thank you. I'm really pleased with this pose, honestly. I'm impressed that I managed to do this, because that's a lot of arms to figure out what the heck they're doing. Hi, Bwib. Yeah, that's fair. I was being quiet. I'm maybe not the best stream to stay awake to. Because I just kind of get focused and shut up sometimes. Yeah, a little bit. I don't have a lot of sounds. There's a limit to how many sounds you can play at once. You know. And yeah, everybody help me bully Adam into streaming. Same with Cap, actually. Make Cap start streaming again. I don't know, somebody gave you a shout out, so I just went with it. I'm guessing it was Shawnee. Yeah, that's fair, Cap. That's just because they're obsessed with you, Adam, because it was hot. Obviously. You're like if a cam girl was a man. Like, honestly, you could just stream and talk about all of the, like, lore that you have for your Beanie Babies and stuff. I'd sit there and listen to that for hours, honestly. We need all the lore. Yep, I do. I do love a yapper. Excuse me. Especially when it's people yapping about something they really like. There is nothing that makes it easier to listen to somebody than passion, like, legitimately. Sliding in. Hi, Rainbow! I almost just said something really inappropriate on stream. Let's not do that today, okay, Brain? We've got enough going on. We don't need to add that into the mix. Thank you. Right, Shawnee? Like, even if I know nothing about what you're talking about, I will happily sit there and listen to you. Kat might be able to guess what I was going to say. Like I said, I woke up really early and couldn't get back to sleep, so I don't have enough sleep, which means the internal filter is, like, not necessarily present today. Which is the danger zone. Oh my god, Cap. Yeah, I really just stopped shading over here. I got distracted. How's everybody else doing? What are you guys up to today? Oh, Shawnee is gender fluid. That tracks. I think Snom is correct. Is it what you showed me, Cap? I'm so excited. Is it your fanfic, Adam? Your fanfic that you tease us with all the time and won't share? Yee, I'm excited. Oh, what did you get for dinner, Shawnee? I know that you said you were checking to see that the oven had preheated. I'm so curious about your fic, Adam. I won't lie. I bet you're a very good writer. Oh, awesome! Welcome in, Tomix. Let me know if I'm mispronouncing that or if you prefer something else. Sleep well, stars! I will talk to you tomorrow. I'll type that stuff up and get it to you at some point. Probably tomorrow? We'll see. Ooh, nice! How could you have spaghetti today, Cap? It is not Wednesday. Tom Ix. Okay, got it. Thank you. I will do my best to remember that. you a walk. That's good. That means that it was safe enough for you to go outside. We love that for you. Heck yeah. Spaghettis. I actually didn't do streaming for 2024. I did it for 2023. Thank you very much. So I'm doing a bunch of... This is going to sound weird if you're seeing this one for the first example. I'm doing a set of bug collection stickers. And this is going to be one of the rares. Yes, watercolor and ink. I used a Pentel ink brush, but for the line art. But we've got some other ones that we've done. So this is a rubber ducky isopod. This one is a golden tortoise beetle. I have some other ones around here somewhere. My workspace is just like a million piles of art, and I don't know where anything is. But this is going to be one of the rares because when we were talking about like silly things, because I wanted the rares to be a little bit ridiculous. Oh yeah, that's super cool. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so I did do shrimps, who is sitting over here. So we've got a rare for shrimps because they is bugs. Shrimps is bugs. And then I'm doing a lobster because it's basically a mermaid cockroach, which I think was Shawnee's take, and I thought that that was delightful. So that's this one. I'm also going to do a bug like a glitch for one of the rares, or maybe the secret rares, because there's going to be some of those too. Yeah, exactly. So that's the idea behind this guy. Where did I put them? Sometimes I try to organize things and then I put them away and then I don't know where they went. Which I'm sure is an everybody problem and not just a me problem. I'm sure it's not the neurodivergency. It can't be. How could my neuros divert? Ah, here. I put them all in one folder. That makes sense. Good job, past me. But we also have a peacock jumping spider and a peacock fly. So there's going to be two options. So one pack you can get if you're okay with spiders, and then the other pack you can get if you aren't okay with spiders, and you'll get the fly instead of the spider. But we're slowly chipping away at these. It's a pretty big project, so. I know, right? For real, big white bear. Isn't he so cute? I was looking at reference images for these guys, and a bunch of them just, because they do the little dance when it's like a mating dance, right? And so he's looking at you like, would you date me, please? And that's really what they looked like, especially with their big puppy eyes. So yeah, that's the project we're working on today. I think I do actually have some of my streaming stuff out here. Why do I have that out? Oh, I know why. So here's the one I did streaming in 2023, and there is a whole section on my website where you can see all the ones that I did for streaming then. This is one. This was for Ramen Shop. That's not a streaming. This is a streaming. This is for Puppet and Reflection. This one was for Glow and Cloud. This one was for Long Leg, or Leggy. That's what it was. Leggy. Nightmare, which is really hard to see. It looks way better in person, but it is really dark. So there's just kind of a creepy creature in the background there, and you're kind of looking out over a deck. Yep, all hail Glow Cloud. Can you tell that I was raised on Tumblr? I mean raised. I joined Tumblr when I was in my 20s. Same difference. Antique and Raven. This one was for Smoke. That's not streaming. These are all mixed up. This one was Chaos, which I let chat choose a bunch of stuff for that one. Lamp. Divinity. This one was pattern. What else have I got here? Those aren't that. Oh, onesie and fairy for this one. This one was skeleton and sun. That's not that. This one, I did 2 for reflection. That's not all the ones I did. I have some more somewhere. Everything's mixed up, but you know, that's just how it be. Because I do have the egg one in here. I just saw it. Because I packed up some of my stuff to take to show some kids that I was modeling for. And this one is for egg in memory, which is kind of a homage to my mom, who had passed away a few months before. So yeah, just a huge amount of art, and I do have all of them in order with some more little descriptors on my website in the galleries, and a bunch of other stuff. So like this is from Color and Focus that we did. I wanted to do something a little bit more abstract. So this is actually tea leaves unfurling in water, based on a photo I took. This is my rainy day sticker sheet, which was just a bunch of little things that I decided to draw for funsies. And yeah, I do have a sale going on in my shop right now. I got a surprise $400 medical bill this morning, and I could use some help paying that off. So if anybody wants to buy some art from me, I have a bunch of originals for sale. I have a bunch of stickers, and the 25% is off of anything. So please, please, please go find something you love and give me money for it, please. Which I will also point out, the visit that they charged me for this was less than 20 minutes. The other 2 appointments that I had with these people would have been way longer, and I'm sure were way more expensive. But thank you for the follow. But I got charged a little over $400 for 20 minutes and the second dose of a vaccine, which is ridiculous. But I digress. The state of our world, man. And this was an appointment from like over 2 months ago, which is great to just get jump scared by that. Oh yeah, Bloody Sunday is a sticker and also a bookmark. The original piece did sell. I won't out the person who bought it. They can out themselves if they want to, but no, my other appointment was completely covered. And my doctor's doing really good for the other appointment. This is a different place that I got the bill from. But that doctor has been really good about explaining to me what we're doing and how it's going to fit into the like insurance plan and stuff like that. So if we did it this way, it wouldn't be covered. If we do it this way, it is covered. And I'm like, all right, great. Love that. And I'm so glad that you know, because I don't know what's happening. Thank you. I love you. I do really like the doctor that I've been seeing, though. I'm definitely going to make her my regular. She's great. And it's pretty funny because we're both like pretty clearly neurodivergent, because we'll look at each other when the other person is talking, but when we're talking, we both look at like the same spot on the floor, and I think that's so funny. I told you guys last stream, I think. I'm pretty sure I told you that the scheduler for my surgery had called and I hadn't picked up the phone, and then I called back and I still hadn't gotten a call back. I still have not gotten that call back. So I don't know what the deal is. Maybe I'll call again on like Thursday. Well, hopefully Thursday. Hopefully my face will have regained feeling by then. I have a doctor's appointment or a dentist appointment on Wednesday to get a bunch of work done on my front teeth, which means that the entire front top of my mouth is going to be numb. In a pretty unpleasant way, I'll add. Those Novocaine shots they give you like right up into your sinuses are not particularly comfortable. Not my favorite thing I've ever done. Okay, did I want to do blue for the kelp? I'm undecided on this. Maybe I'll mix the difference and do Viridian. Okay. Like I know I pulled a paper towel out today already. I have a really bad habit of using up all of the blank space on my palette to get the water consistency right for one color. Okay. Maybe I want to do pink for the midtones on this, or maybe brown? Because we did pink midtones for the shrimp for the underpainting. I don't want them to be exactly the same, even though they're going to be, you know, vaguely similar. So we'll get some yellow down and then I'll decide what I'm doing, maybe. Deciding what you're doing, I don't know. It might be fake. Maybe an orange. Decisions. My least favorite part of doing art, which is really funny because it's all just making decisions. That's the whole job. Oh, I said I was going to do something last time, and then I definitely didn't. Because I didn't write it down, so I forgot. I was going to change the price on the origami stars. Hey, Sleepy! Yep, all good. I did mention you in your fish fuckery earlier. Would you give Sleepy a shout out, please, Shawnee? You might already be working on it. Wow, that sounded like Adam. Thank you, Shawnee. I gifted Sleepy Dredge because I'm obsessed with it. And so I will take any chance I get to watch somebody else play it also. I might start another playthrough, which would be my 4th playthrough. I love you too, Adam. Okay, I think yellow for the highlights and the hair too. We'll do... I don't know why my brain decided to say it this way, but I'm just going to say it out loud. My brain decided to say that we'll do yellow on the hair for the highlights because we're going to use a Fuck's Nasty green on top of it, which I don't know why my brain decided that that was the correct descriptor. But you know what? Maybe Appetite Green does fuck nasty. What do I know? Yeah, I did. Well, okay, so there's a clip of me that this is so funny. So there's a clip of me with one of my stickers saying that it fucks nasty, which it does. Like, just to be clear, like that is 100% the descriptor for the sticker. It's in here somewhere. Here it is. So it's me holding up the sticker and the original art, which is in here somewhere, and is for sale in my shop, and there's a sale going, so you should buy art. Here it is. That was faster than I expected. So it's me showing the original art and the sticker. Yes, please do, Cap. So it's me going, this sticker fucks, because it does, look at it. And it's got a good shimmer effect on the horns and the lollipop and the tail. It's really nice. And then I'm going to this, or I said the art fucks, and then I showed the sticker and said, and this fucks nasty. And that so far is my most popular clip on Tumblr because a bunch of porn bots found it and started spamming underneath with fake links to my OnlyFans, which I don't have. I'll just throw that out there. Sorry, folks, to disappoint, but that is not a thing that I'm doing. And so it got really popular all of a sudden. I was like, what is happening? And that's why. So I got to report a bunch of blogs for sexual harassment, which was really fun. Being a small business owner on the internet is great, and I've never had any problems with it. Me when I lie. It was so weird. Thank you, Shawnee. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's something. What exactly I do not know, but it sure do be something. What do I want to use for the midtones on this? I still am undecided. Oh, I do have that red out. Good. Okay. Because I will be using a little bit of that. I think orange is the right answer. Like a corally kind of orange. Yeah, exactly, Shawnee. This is going to make the shadows appear like super cool in comparison to the rest of this once we put the red over top, and I think that's going to look really nice. Oh my god, yeah. Yeah. It really has ended up being like the Wild West because laws are not keeping up with the actuality of what is happening. And it's a little crazy. Also, most of the people who run the social medias are evil. There's really no way around that one. Oh, I love that, Sleepy. Oh, people who follow me on Tumblr have already seen this because I made a text post this morning. But do you guys want to know the crazy dream I had last night? I'm sure you do, so I'm just going to continue. And it's my stream, so I get to do what I want. I had a dream last night that Trump outlawed all hard candy because someone saw it, like someone took a picture of him eating a butterscotch candy and someone else turned it into a meme saying that he was the first president to also be a grandmother. And he got so mad that he tried to outlaw all hard candy. And I was in a store and there were just like aisles and aisles of hard candy that people were trying to sell on clearance with huge signs on them that said about to be illegal. So if that comes to pass, I'm sorry. Right, Sleepy? It feels a little bit too close to reality, honestly. Yeah, and we've been saying that since like 2012, and it's just gotten worse. Yeah, times times have gotten a little strange. And by a little strange, I mean horrifying. You know. That's an interesting one. Sleepy, actually, I'm just gonna send you to all of my various art projects because it seems like you would be amused by them. I did a whole 2-year art project where I did visual representations of my dreams. I think it's just dream journal. I think I probably did that to make it easier on myself. No? There we go. Um, but yeah. So you can have the music one and you can have the dream one too. Apparently, so on my Patreon I specifically say whatever art needs to be made because I'm like random. I do have projects that long-term projects that I do, but I also just kind of dick around with whatever I feel like, which I think is important in art, is to just do what you feel like. But apparently the person who I've been making art for is sleepy and we didn't know. Ah, I love that, Shawnee. Yes. They say find your audience and stick with it. And I think my audience is sleepy now. Yep. Yes, please do. I would love to see it. I remember my dreams way better than most people do, to the point that it's like freaked people out, which I think they were just weak. But you know, things freak you out, they freak you out. But I remember at least one dream a night. Like, there is not a night that I've had where I wake up not remembering a dream. Because I tend to wake myself up during dreams, because I realize that I'm dreaming, which sometimes is good and sometimes isn't. But I also have like a lot of nightmares, so I had to learn to do that to get myself out. But... Oh, excellent. I'm excited. Oh, I should probably block in the rock too. I also should actually take a progress photo. I'm so bad at remembering to take progress photos when I'm streaming. I'm just chatting with you guys. We're just hanging out. You don't need to do work, right? She says as she works. Hi, Dwight. I will do a hide weight, thank you. And a variety of stretchies, you got it. Thanks, Shawnee. I am sipping on my electrolyte potion over here since I have work really early tomorrow morning. Try and keep me from cramping up. Okay, regular stretches now. Oof. Yeah, good call, Shawnee.
Oh my god, why can't you just take the freaking top off?
Let's see. What can I say niceys about myself today? How can I say that without giving too much away? I guess is the next question. Yeah, thank you, Shawnee. I had a thought and then it ran away. Yeah, my brain is just like, no, you aren't allowed to think. I guess I'll say I've been getting a lot better at recognizing and mitigating my own moods and communicating that to other people, which is a long, hard battle that I have been fighting for a very long time. Because there's something where if you aren't really allowed to deal with your own emotions growing up because you're supposed to be dealing with everybody else's emotions, you just kind of forget that you have them, and so you don't know how to recognize them. So that's a lot of progress and hard work. So good for me. I think I need to hit more of a shadow on this side of the body. Yeah. That's how Cap knows this intimately. I always say that I can't find the edges yet. Why did I color that in? I didn't mean to. Oh well, that's fine. But I will say I'm having trouble finding the edges of my emotions because I can't figure out where it's coming from or what caused it. So I'll say I'm having a problem with this, and but I haven't figured out where the edges are yet. So I haven't figured out how to describe it correctly, and I haven't figured out where it's coming from in myself. And I always describe it as I need to go and poke around it with a stick until I find where the edges are. So even though I use, I don't know, terminology that people would think is weird, maybe, I don't know, it works for me, and that's the important part. And it means that I'm better at expressing myself than I used to be, which is good. Thank you, Sleepy. I will check that after stream. Oh, are you streaming today, Rainbow? You stream late, right? If she's still here, she might be setting up. That is also valid. Me trying to remember what heckin' day it is. It's Monday. Yeah, I can't remember when it starts. Maybe it's 4 p.m. for me now. That's when it starts. Okay, and I said I wanted some more blue over here. Ah, good. Yeah, so 5 for me. Okay, cool. Time zones. Okay. What color do you want to start with on the bottom for the ocean? I think maybe I want to do some phthalo blue. I think I'm gonna do a big swash here, and then we can go back over it to define it with some more specific strokes. I don't need this to be like perfectly rendered water. I just wanted it to be like an extra little hint that this is a mermaid. Which I think is kind of obvious, but I don't know. It doesn't hurt to be specific. I said that I wanted to do our little nip stars here, as if lobsters have nipples, blue, but then I slapped a bunch of orange down on this because I was not thinking it through, which will make that blue pretty muddy, so we might be changing our plan for that depending on how much of this I can lift back up. Well, we'll see. It looks so funky fresh. So many colors. And then we get to smooth her out with a bunch of red. Ooh, I still haven't made the shrimp post too. I need to do that. I feel like I'm behind on everything all the time. I think that's maybe just being alive. Maybe I don't want to block that again, actually. Take it back. We can do the eye, though. I think I will do warm gray. Actually, I'll do cool gray. Take it back.
I love your goopy wiener.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna let that dry a little bit more. I do want to do dark on the edges of the tail here, but I think I'm gonna add a little bit of magenta-y red to that to make it not straight line. I will hydrate, thank you. Oh, thank you. Yeah, Rainbow is also a super cool streamer and you should follow her too. And come hang out with me and the other meeps later. Maybe will I play Dredge? I'm very tempted. I also just said in Stars' stream that I want to play more Cornucopia, which maybe I'll do that instead. Thank you, Sleepy. I can definitely tell that I improved a lot while I was doing those, which I mean is true of any art project. I can tell how much I've improved once you look back on it. But that one especially, I think. That's really the problem with doing a long project is by the way, like by the time you end, you look back on the first ones and you kind of want to redo them because they don't match anymore because you've improved a bunch. Yeah, that sounds like something I don't want to put in my body, but I hope you're enjoying it, Wib. Oh, interesting, Sleepy. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, Cap. Like, I don't know, big projects, you end up looking at them and you're like, they don't match anymore. Like, I did just show Sleepy a bunch of these. Not those. Well, maybe also those. But, my Year of Lyrics project, this was... Here, let me move you out of the way, buddy. This was the first one I did. And I did a piece of typography art once a week for a year. I know how to speak words. No, I don't. Not the last one, but like the second to last one. I know these are out of order because I listed them in my shop in a weird order. Let's see. Yeah, that's a good example. So this is week 1. This is week 45. Like, you can just tell how much it changed. There's a bunch of these. Although some of my favorites are at the beginning, but you can definitely tell that my art style changed. This is week 43. Oh, actually, no, not that one. Where are you? I did lyric art of this song that's playing right now. Let's see if I can find it. Here it is. And so I do like doing hand typography, and I had done some before, but it had been a while since I did it. I think both of my favorite ones are up on my old stuff. Hey DeSalto, good to see you. It's been a while. But I did do typography art as graduation gifts for some of my friends that are really good too, and I like. And then there was one old one I did. This one I did in 2019, which is when I started getting back into it a bit, and part of the reason why I started doing this project. But yeah. It's wild to see how much you improve over time, especially like, which is why I think it's really important, even if you don't like the art you're making, to keep a record of it. Ooh, I definitely left a paintbrush in the water. Ooh, excuse me, I should not have done that. That's bad for the brushes. But yeah, it's always wild to see the improvement over time, and important to like document your own process, even if you don't show other people. Just so that you can see the improvement. think it's safe to do the rock now. Mmm. That sounds awesome, Sleepy. Okay. Rock I used as like kind of a reference, an inspiration for the shape. Had like a really interesting mottled brown color. I'm gonna see if I can get a little bit of that going. Not a lot of it, but some. Like down here. Hi, Tens! Thank you! It's a rock lobster. Because it's on a rock. Oh, thank you, Sleepy. That's sweet. Welcome back, Cap. Excellent emote use. Hey, Carl. Yes, they are. So true. I like how I'm the only person to call 10 tens. Everybody else just calls you 10, but I decided that you deserved the Z. Thank you. Just in case anybody was wondering, when I wrote lobster specifically in the title, I was hearing it in Rainbow's voice. Just so you know. Lobster. Oh, interesting. And that's fair. I just find it interesting that like everybody I know who talks about you also calls you 10. Hi, Graham. I will do a stretchy and a hydrate. Do you want me to repeat the compliment that I did when Rainbow redeemed it earlier? I am actively stretching. Well, you were late today, buddy. But I said that I've been doing a lot better recognizing and communicating my emotions lately. Good. You need nap. You always need nap. Did you guys hear my shoulder pop? Because that was pretty loud. Okay, and hydrate. This shoulder pops so much more since I fucked it up a few months ago. I don't know if anybody else remembers that happening and I had to cancel stream. Nope, that was my shoulder. That's the one that I subluxated while I was sleeping. A while back, and it hurt so bad that I like couldn't sit up for a couple days. It was bad. And now it's a little more stretchy than it should be. Yeah, that's totally fair, Rainbow. I tend to pick like one piece of somebody's username and use that, and it's not always the piece that other people would pick, and then I just stick with it. So like Raspberry Usagi, I call Usagi. Yes, Cap, one piece. It actually doesn't hurt. Well, the pop doesn't hurt. When I subluxated it, that did hurt. I should be a little bit more specific there, I think. Yeah, well, she has Usagi in her stream information, which is why I use it. But she doesn't seem to mind either. But I think I was one of the only, like, at least in I's community, I was the one to start calling toasted stars stars. Because I said that just calling her toasted seemed kind of rude. Because that is slang for being drunk. And I tend, because my name is in my username, if I see a name in a username that looks like an actual name, I'll tend to go with that, even if it's like in the middle or something. Which some people don't. A lot of people just pick on the first or the like last part of the name, which is why I end up being called Tundra a lot, which is fine. That doesn't bother me, but I do try to do that. Find the name. That's so funny, Tens. A+, right on the mark for the brand. You dryish, yes. I mean, I still call you Cap quite often, even in like my journal and stuff. Like if we've been hanging out in streams together, I will write Cap in my journal instead of your name. Oh yeah, it's a mermaid. Oh, that's great, Tens. I'm glad that you were able to help them out with that. Yeah, for sure. Like I've said multiple times in multiple places that I'm more likely to respond to Tundra than Katie in public, just because Katie is such a common name that I'm used to it not being about me. Let's put a little bit of Prussian blue in here. Not. That's a treat. It's gonna be kelp hair. But first we gotta add the Fox Nasty green on top of it. Yeah, that's fair, Adam. I have a lot of people not call me Katie, which makes sense, because, like, Tundra is at the start. Hi, Tomato! Have a good lurk. I'm assuming that's a lurking mode. It looks like a lurking mode. I'd like to return to the classics. Okay. What step do I want to do next? Is the question. I think my next step is to take another progress photo. I'm trying to be better about it. Am I succeeding? A little bit. Because we could just go straight into slapping red on a lobster. We could do the hair. Yeah, rainbow just makes more sense because it's at the front. And sheep, similar to toasted, just calling someone sheep seems a little rude. I don't know. Maybe that's just me. I think maybe I want to color in the pasties next so that I don't mess those up again. But I do want to do a blue for those, I think. Oh yeah, that seems wrong, Sleepy. I don't know why. Yeah, it's kind of random if I choose Linda or Rainbow. It's mostly random. My family has another friend named Linda. So sometimes, and she's who we stayed with when we were in Portland. So sometimes it gets a little confusing because I was talking about something about rainbow and I used the word Linda, and my brother just stared at me for like a solid 30 seconds and was like, "Oh, you mean rainbow?" And I was like, "Yes, sorry." Okay, I'm electing to use lavender for the pasties because this color is a little bit more opaque, so I think the little bit of orange I have on here isn't going to make it as muddy as it would if I just went for a watercolor blue. We'll see if I'm correct. And then I can do some work with regular watercolor on top of it, or maybe some ink to do some details. But these will stand out a little bit more once I get the red down too. It's Procyon, isn't it? Getting government Twitch named. That's how you can tell that we're upset with you, Sleepy Procyon. Just wait until your father gets home. Oh god, yeah, that happens to me a lot, DeSalto. Especially if because there are quite a few games where characters are named Kate, which is the one nickname that I really freaking hate for my name. So I'll be watching somebody play a game, hanging out in their chat, and they'll say Kate, and I will lose my mind for like half a second, and then remember there's somebody in the game named that. To be fair, Sleepy, if I had your name, I'd say it all the time because it's a really cool name. Okay, let's... Space! Hi, lesbian!
Space!
Okay, so... I said fuck's nasty green. You guys were like, how can a green fuck nasty, Katie? None of you said that, but we can pretend. This is what I'm referring to, fuck's nasty green. This is appetite green. Made with real rocks. I will do stretchy and hydrate, thank you. Who? No. Don't shorten it like that, I hate that. Oh, interesting. That's kind of cute, actually. Okay, if you add pierogi onto it, I'm suddenly on board. But I think that's just because I like pierogies so much. And hydrate. That is pretty cute. God, there's a place up here that did weekly pierogies, so they would do a different flavor every week. And then they stopped serving dinner and ruined my entire life, so I haven't had a pierogi since then. And it's been so long. Once I've had fresh made pierogies, I couldn't go back. Can't. I miss them. Oh, good to know. I'll have to see if we have those. We often don't have a lot of stuff. Like, we don't often have a wide variety of brands up here. I could probably figure out how to make pierogies. I'm probably capable of that, but that involves a lot of effort. And I'm not a high effort person when it comes to feeding myself. If I'm being honest. I miss when I could pay $8 for a plate of 12 pierogi at this place. I know they're not the hardest thing to make, but like there's enough steps and stuff that I just don't want to do it. I'm really bad about feeding myself. Like, even if I have food ready, I have to force myself to eat. It's a thing. And it's gotten worse with the meds that I'm on now. I've been doing okay, but it's still like a lot of effort. Yeah, that's totally fair, Sleepy. And maybe. I'll talk to him about it. We'll see. He's a little busy. He's actually more of a cook than I am, honestly. He does most of the cooking. Oh, I'm sure, Sleepy. See, I have the luck there because I knew Cap is Cap first. So I don't think I've real named him yet, which he said he doesn't care because we talk about this stuff. Because as a streamer, I need to make sure that I'm respecting boundaries and respecting privacy for everybody involved. But when Cap's in chat, Cap is Cap. Like, that's Cap. Yeah, that's fair, Kuro. I'm more of a baker than a cooker, honestly. Yeah, I don't know. My brain just has those things separate for stream purposes. In my journal and like in my head, all bets are off. But when you're in Twitch chat, you're cap. Yeah. Okay. We were gonna do Fuck's Nasty Green. That's what we were doing. I got distracted. Easy to be distracted. I'm really good at being distracted. It's like one of my top talents, honestly. But this green makes great seaweed color. And it'll stand out really nice against the red. I love me some complementary colors, especially if you can do red and green in a way that doesn't look like Christmas. You gotta mess with the tones a little. Yeah, that's a good point, Tens. For sure. I have a pill case that I carry with me that has like my emergency contact info on the inside of it and like my blood type and my allergies and stuff. Just because it's better to have that information somewhere that's findable. I mean, it does also have my name. You're just like a very private person, though, Kuro. Like, I know next to nothing about you, honestly. I, on the other hand, am an oversharer. I don't have many secrets. Yeah, for sure, Sleepy. For sure. And, like, this is... For a lot of me, what you see is what you get. Honestly, like, I've made an effort to not lie about who I am or keep super secrets or anything. Like, there is stuff that's, like, for me, about me, or stuff that I share with people who are closer to me, but for the most part, I talk about the big stuff pretty openly. Oh yeah, for sure, Rainbow. Sharing, especially for people with anxiety, I think sharing about yourself in a space where you are the one in control gives you a lot more power over the things that cause you anxiety. Because if somebody's mean to you, you can just ban them. Like, if somebody's mean to me, get the fuck out. Like, this is my space. I'm in charge. I make the rules. If you're mean to me when I'm being vulnerable, then bye. Yeah, online safety is definitely important. But I don't know, I feel like, especially on the internet, it can be hard to connect to people in a way that you find meaningful if you don't have like an equal exchange of information. So I think that's part of the reason why I have so many good online friends, is because when people share information with me, I'll share information back. So I'll let somebody else set the pace, but I will always open up the same amount that you've opened up to me. So if you're telling me about something like difficult or whatever, and a lot of people have trusted me with that kind of stuff, I always make sure to, do an equal exchange. So I'll, say something embarrassing about me if you're telling an embarrassing story, or say something vulnerable about myself if you're sharing a big fear or something. Because I think it's really important to like balance your interactions so that you don't feel like one person is always the therapist and one person is always the dumper, kind of a situation. And also just so that you learn about each other at an equal pace, because that's how you build trust with people. And like some situations for that are like really little things, just like sharing your favorite movie or whatever. But some of it can get to be pretty big stuff, Yeah, that's totally fair to Sulta, and I think that's pretty true. Generally speaking, especially now that usernames have been part of pop culture for so long, I think people do really think about what they're doing with their usernames. So they end up being kind of like your alternate true name kind of a situation. Okay, I need to stop adding pigment to this and let it dry for a bit. Otherwise, I'm just going to keep making a mess. Oh, interesting, Tens. Yeah, I do think that Katie has dropped off a bit. But when I was in school, it was definitely super duper popular. Like, I was not the only Katie in a class until I got to college. And then I was the only Katie in a few classes until another Katie joined my major. And we hated each other. I think Al calls me Bean a fair amount, but he uses that as like an affectionate nickname and not necessarily just like calling me that as my name. Other than that, I don't think a lot of people have elected to just call me Bean. Most people go with Tundra or Katie. I do say specifically that I'm fine with any part of the username. Oh, that'd be cute, Shawnee. Yeah, see, the problem with Katie is that it has like a million different spellings. So for the keychains and stuff, I don't always find it in my spelling. I mean, you can make that happen, Sleepy. Yeah, exactly. That always throws me when you say KD for craft dinner because those are my initials. And God, I still remember in middle school, one of my teachers was just going around and calling everybody by their initials just to be weird. He was weird in a fun way. Um, but he looked at me and went, KD. And then he like had a moment and he realized that my initials just made the sound of my name. And he was like so excited about it. He was like, oh, your initials say your name. They say your name. And I was like, yeah. He's like, you already knew? And I was like, I've had these initials my entire life. So yes, I was actually aware of that. And then he got really disappointed. Yeah, I don't know why he thought that I would not have noticed that. And yeah, Cap is the only one allowed to have some KD for dinner. Just throwing that out there. If anybody else wants some KD for dinner, they're gonna have to take it up with him. Okay, is this dry enough? Are you dry enough? Yes. That's wild, Sleepy. Okay, we're gonna start on red. We're gonna start at the bottom. We need to do the stuff next to the hair last because that's a little wet. But we'll just, do I want to go over the black and red too? Sure, why not? I can always go back over it with the dark color again if I don't like it. Oh, that's so cute, Cap. Oh, interesting. Yeah, see, I have a super common name. Like you can find me if you search my username more reliably than you can find me if you search my like legal name. Yeah, see, so I was the only one with my last name up here, pretty much. But apparently there was a dentist here with our last name for a while. And so occasionally someone would ask me if I was related to the dentist, and I was like, no. But apparently he had stopped practicing up here like 10 years before we moved up here. It was like, all right, old timer. Yeah, same, Shawnee. I don't want to keep my last name forever, honestly. I'm not particularly interested in carrying the family legacy. As you might be able to tell by me getting my uterus removed. I will not be carrying the family legacy in a number of ways. I don't know. Maybe if I'm lucky enough to get married to somebody, I'll just take their name. Because I feel like that would make more sense, because it would be something that I'm choosing versus something that I was just born into. But I don't know if that's going to happen. And honestly, there are a lot of, like, legal issues I would run into changing my last name, because, like, my business license and everything, my business branding is under my current name. So it might end up just being enough of a pain in the ass that unless I have a good reason to, I won't. Excellent. I love that, Tens. Oh yeah, I knew that, Shawnee. She gets a body mod. Yeah, that's totally fair, Rainbow. And actually, we're gonna get a little political right now. One of the things that's going through Congress right now in the U.S. is going to make it so that a lot of married women actually are not legal to vote. Because when you change your last name, it means your birth certificate doesn't match anymore. So they're trying to add an extra thing to make it so that your birth certificate name has to match your current name. So like the name on your driver's license or whatever. Otherwise, you aren't legal to vote. This makes a lot of problems for a lot of people. So women who have been married, anybody who's changed their name, trans people, and also makes it difficult for Native Americans to vote because they often, because of reservation rules, often don't have a legal birth certificate the same way that a lot of other people do. So yeah, call your senators and yell at them, please. Because it's gonna be real bad. I think it's a big issue for trans rights, obviously. Like, that is a very large issue, near and dear to my heart, and I will be fighting for y'all. But also, a lot of the things that conservatives are trying to pass through to attack trans people are going to end up attacking a lot of cis people as well, and specifically women. A lot of cis women need HRT. They need hormone replacement therapy. So anybody who's going through menopause and gets like extra estrogen, that's hormone replacement therapy. So if I decided to get my ovaries out, which I was considering with my hysterectomy, I would have had to be on hormone replacement therapy to make sure that my bone health stayed good until I hit an age where menopause was normal. So part of the reason I decided to keep those was because I don't trust our current government to look out for women. So I actually made that specific call partially because of the attacks on trans people that are happening. And similarly, the name laws going into effect are going to affect married women in addition to attacking trans people. So I don't like making the argument that because this group of people suddenly is going to be attacked as well, suddenly you should care. But I do think it's important to realize that a lot more people than you would think are going to be affected by this. This is not just like, oh, well, this is a small group of people it will affect, so I shouldn't care. It's a lot of people, and a lot more people than you would think, and it might even include you at some point. Like, it's wild how far-reaching a lot of these things are. And it's just gross. It's disgusting. And this is what people said when we said you needed to stand with trans people because they were coming for our rights next. Just throwing that out there. Yep. So definitely call your representatives.
I don't know what the fuck just happened, but
Yep.
I don't really care. I'ma get the fuck up out of here. Shit, I'm out.
Oh no, they don't learn from that. They don't. It's really frustrating. So that's my little soapbox moment. Because I'm mad. Yeah, I've said this to Kat multiple times. I really don't like the way that US politics has become like a blueprint for other places. Because like even with Hitler, the way that the US government treated Native peoples was a blueprint. And we just kind of like to ignore that fact. Yeah, it's a mess. And I'm sorry that our bullshit is affecting everybody else too.
Hungry hawks spare the dogs, dreaming listlessly. Heaven hears
Remember when we could all agree that Nazis were bad?
them say,
You remember?
honey, honey, thick and mighty, humming on my tongue, lolly swear.
That's an oversimplification. There have still been Nazis the whole time, but you know what I mean.
Blood and stone, skin like iron,
Oh yeah, Sleepy. Oy.
diamond blade to stretch your eyes.
It's a mess. Some of the anti-mask protesters up here made national news because they were being disgusting. And by disgusting, I mean anti-Semitic, really, really loudly. It's fucking awful. I'm tired.
Like swarms of bees, buzzing. The lion's mouth outside the screams. The right way round is upside down. The poor
So true, Tens. Oh, yeah, go eat, Rainbow. I'll see you later. Thanks for popping in. Thank you, Shawnee. Okay, I'm gonna let those arms dry a little bit before I go over the torso. Yeah, there are a lot of issues in France. I'll just say Islamophobia and you know. But yeah, they do a protest. They sure do.
Very lucky fella. Have a lady like I got. So sweet and so mellow. So full of love that I can't get enough of you. So full of love.
Thank you.
Fight me.
Yeah, that's how we feel about politics. So true, Shani. I don't think I mentioned at all that I was also doing this for the color of the month. But yeah, Brilliant Red is our color of the month this month, as voted on by my patrons. And actually, if you wanted to join my Patreon at the $5 sticker club tier, you could also get this awesome sticker delivered to your home at the end of this month. I did have somebody join at that tier today, and I'm excited to send them that sticker. They'll love it. I mean, when it's somebody they care enough about to protest, yes, they do. Catch you later. Yeah, for real, Pens. The racism over there is fucking wild. And, like, yes, my country is also racist, and I talk about that a lot. Like, no place is perfect for sure, but I also think that it's important to take the things that are good and also realize the things that are bad. thinking critically about the messages you're being served. Oh yeah. Yeah. Canada's treatment of Native peoples is not much better than the US, and by not much better, I mean it's almost exactly the same. Actually, I'm pretty sure I saw something. I don't fully remember it. I was half asleep when I saw it, but I don't remember how to pronounce the tribe name. But one of the fishing tribes in Canada is getting attacked by the cops again. Do I remember how to spell it even? I don't think that I do. Yeah, it is. It's a very common tale. And I don't know if I've said this on stream before. But I do have a minor in history. So my college degree was a major in cultural anthropology with minors in history and art. And my focus in anthropology and in history was indigenous peoples, which mostly for my instances meant Alaska Natives and Native Americans. So it's really, yeah, it's something that I've paid a lot of attention to, I know a lot about, and it's sad. It's all sad. The tenacity that a lot of these cultures had to have to continue having a culture at all is incredible, and they shouldn't have had to do that. Oh, yeah, Sleepy. Yeah, it's really sad. It's heartbreaking. And even, especially, I will throw this out here too, especially with culture and anthropology, a lot of anthropologists took advantage of the situation and really fucked up a lot of Native cultures when they were claiming to protect them and record them for future generations, and really just fucked everybody up even worse. So, like, even the people that were theoretically supposed to be trusted to help protect cultures really didn't do that at all. Which is really depressing. And again, an unfortunately common tale. Yeah, they lasted a lot longer than people think they did. So I took, there's actually a school up here that is kind of a residential school. It used to be for sure, that is still running. But I took a class in college from a guy who was forced into a residential school. Which is, again, a very common tale. But he and some of his classmates ended up helping the Alaska government put together as close to reparations as you can get for Alaska Natives. So with his knowledge from these schools, he helped put laws together to make the Alaska Native Foundations happen, which are basically like shareholder groups in Alaska that are, there's corporations and people with a certain blood quantum are shareholders in the company, so they get payments. And if you don't have a certain blood quantum, you can still inherit shares from someone. So that's something. Better than it could be otherwise, but still nowhere near enough to make up for what happened. But yeah, a lot of the stories are really, really sad. And it's really unfortunate how much that's been swept under the rug. Yes, that's the one I was trying to think of, Kat, but I don't know how to pronounce it. Like, I knew at one point, and I just straight up do not remember. I'll need to see if I can find that post again, because there was a post with an article about what was going on. Oh, thank you. I did not even notice that. I got so excited when I saw the tribe name that I was just like, yes, that's it, and didn't read the rest of the freaking sentence. Thank you. Yeah, exactly, Sleepy. And luckily, the cultures here are recovering. Like, thanks to the Alaska Native corporations and a lot of other stuff, there is still a fair amount of culture here, and a lot of initiatives to keep those cultures together and share them. So, like, my college had Alaska Native Studies as one of the departments, which is what I took that class with that guy from. And they have started teaching native languages through the college. So there's Tlingit, there's Inupiaq. I think they have Athabascan now too. I'm not sure what else they've added, but those are the ones that I remember. So it's really nice to see not only that culture be taken care of and protected in a way that Alaska Natives are allowed to take charge of their own history, but also at a college level so that there is documentation and you can actually reach academia in that, which gives it a sense of legitimacy in a lot of areas where it wouldn't have been taken seriously otherwise. Because oral histories, which are most of the ones that Native Americans have, are often under-respected for the information that they can share with us, because we treasure the written word so much. So it's nice to see that having a way to enter into the academic sphere. And yeah, that's super cool about Home Alone. I didn't know that. Oh, that's cool, Kat. Yeah, I don't know a huge amount about First Nations. Obviously, some of them overlap with Alaska Native culture, but I don't know much about your side of the continent. Okay, I think the hair is probably dry enough now for me to do some actual shading here. Did I say Home Alone and not Never Alone? I think I did. Never Alone. My brain is just not with it today. It's fine. You guys can put up with me being stupid. It's fine. Doy. My Not bad. I do think that looks like seaweed. I'm pleased with that. What else do I want to do this? I do have some more shading to do, I think. The shadows are pretty intense in person, but they don't look too intense on the screen, which is how it's going to scan, which is more important than how it looks in person. But I do think that I'll probably go over the... Oop, good luck with closing, Sleepy. Thanks for hanging out. I do think I'll go over some of these shadows with like a magenta or something to cool them out a little bit. Well, not cool, chill them out a little bit, I guess, is what I really mean. Also don't know what I'm gonna do next stream if I finish this right now. I have been working on another sketch. I talked to you guys last time about the little lasagna hot tub. I've made some progress on that. I don't know if it's really where I want it yet, line art wise. I do have some more work to do on it, but I might redo it altogether. I haven't decided yet. So we might, maybe I can get the trans pride cricket done for next time, because that one will be a little bit more simple to sketch out, because I have a more solidified idea in my head of how exactly I want it to look. I can show you guys what I have for the lasagna sketch so far, and you guys can tell me what you think. I can also show you, see, I've been working on the shrimp. This is how I get to prep all of my files when I do physical art. I get to erase all of the stuff to make it a PNG, because I don't like the auto select tool. I don't like the way that it selects things. It's gross. Here it is. I know where my own art is. Me when I lie. So this is what I have so far. I need to turn up the brightness, will that help a little bit? For the lasagna hot tub with a tiger and a capybara in it. I do need to work on the tomatoes more. Those are just like the initial sketch. And I do think I need to move where the capybara is too, because he seems a little bit too close to the edge, I think. But yeah. So it's just a little hot tub lasagna. You know. A thing that everybody has drawn, I'm sure. I'm sure that this is normal and that my brain isn't a strange place. But yeah, I still need to decide what I'm doing with the top too. I haven't fully decided how I want to do that. But we're on the right track. So we'll see if I get that solidified enough to ink. Maybe. If not, I can probably blast out the cricket for next time. I just also need to be aware that I'm going to be feeling shitty on Thursday. Because I'm going to have done an intense modeling session and then had my face drilled for 2 hours, and not in the fun way. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave a little bit on this to do, and then we can start with that next time or something. I don't know. We'll see where we get. Yeah, generally speaking, I don't need to get stabbed into my nose when I get my face drilled the fun way, you know. I also have this color that I think might be good for a little bit of shading on here. But I probably want to mix it with some more red, which means I need space on my palette again. But yeah, I'm getting all of my front incisors, like the top ones, worked on Wednesday, which means the entire front of my mouth is going to be numb. Um, it's gonna be great. I'm gonna have so much fun. I'm definitely not going to bite my own lip off trying to eat something. At least not as early as the last one I had to go in for. They let me sleep all the way in so that I only had to be there at 10 instead of 9. Such kindness. But that does mean that I'll have my permanent crown on, so I won't need to worry so much about what I'm eating and how I'm eating it. Just said what I was going to do. I was going to mix this with that. Brain function? Who is she? Not me. Okay, let's start over here and see what I think. Yeah, replaceable teeth would be really nice. There is that thing that I've seen people talk about where, like, within the next few years, we're gonna have something where teeth can regenerate. Too late for me, but I'm happy for everybody else. Yeah, I think a little bit of that is gonna take me closer to the color that I want to be at. Okay. We have a plan. That's good, Shawnee. I just want to blow up and act like I don't know nobody. That's what I think of when I think of shark teeth. Ooh, I would not enjoy that. I did not have a fun time getting my wisdom teeth out. And I do not have enough room in my face for them. My jaw is not big enough for that. I actually had a... Have I told you guys this? Maybe? It's not like a secret story. I just forget what I've said on stream and what I haven't. Oh my god, this song is so loud. It's at least loud for me. Is it loud for you guys, or is it just me? Oh, that's quieter. Alright. What am I saying? Oh. Oh yeah, Cap, for sure. I'm also gonna do a couple of bloom highlights in here, I think. I like how it ended up right there. Okay. But I got my wisdom teeth out, and I was the last appointment of the day. So they let me out of the office way earlier than they should have. And I collapsed on my mom in the parking lot. And her poor self had to like half drag me to the car. I was not conscious, like, at all. I don't remember it at all. I don't remember leaving the office. I remember about 3 seconds of being in the car, and from where I had gotten my teeth out, I would have been in the car about 10 minutes. I remember like 3 seconds of me looking down at a bracelet I had on, because it was one of those like rubber bracelets, you know, like the Live Strong ones, except it said wisdom on it. And I was like, I don't remember getting this. Did I steal this? And I remember that thought, and then I black out again for another 3 hours. And then I woke up and puked immediately. Yeah, I got Percocets when I got my wisdom teeth out, and yeah, that was the good shit, man. But man, I got my wisdom teeth out like a week before I started, like, had to go into do orientation for college. I was about to say registration. I was like, that's not the right word. Um, so I actually like went when I really should have stayed home. And they served a lunch, and I could not eat anything that was there without like damaging my mouth. And it was not the most fun time I've ever had. So I went home like halfway through and took a Percocet and slept for 16 hours. I love fat times. I don't know. I haven't really had hallucinations, or if I have, I've been aware that they're hallucinations, which I think makes them less like hallucinations. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. Um, but like, there was a time when I was in the hospital for pancreatitis, and they had me on morphine, and they had me next to the landing pad for the helicopter, so like I could see that from my room, and I definitely was aware of a helicopter flying in a few times, but I have no idea if that was actually real or not. But it made sense. So like it wasn't anything scary, and they were like, "Have you been hallucinating at all?" And I was like, "I don't think so." Did a helicopter fly in and land at 2:30 in the morning? And they were like, yes. And I was like, okay, cool. Then I'm not hallucinating. We're good. Man, I have never slept worse than sleeping in a hospital. It's awful. I've only had to go to the hospital a couple times. Like, 2 that I remember, and 1 when I was really little. And, not fun, let me tell ya. Man, I told my dad, actually, when we were visiting my grandma about the hospital trip that I'd had when I was little, because I'm, like, aware of the story, even though I wasn't, like, old enough to actually remember it. And apparently my dad never knew that. It's so funny. Yeah, the pancreatitis was the only time I had to stay overnight in the hospital. And I'm really, really happy that the hysterectomy, I can go home the same day as long as I have somebody here to keep an eye on me, which my brother will be doing. So I don't have to stay in the hospital for it. And I'm really grateful for that. I don't want to stay in the hospital. I don't like it. But yeah, apparently my dad had no clue that I went to the hospital when I was like 3, and my grandpa was watching me, and he freaked out. Ah, cool. Yeah. She said that my doctor said that I could stay in the hospital day if I wanted to, and I was like, no. I don't want that. Yeah, that's good, Shawnee. Yeah, but when I was really little, my mom, my grandma, and my great grandma were all pretty close. And so and my aunt who lives next door to my grandma. But they were all going out for the night, and I was still little. I was maybe like 2 or 3. according to this story. Again, I don't remember. But I apparently had caught some sort of stomach bug. And I felt really shitty. And I got really bad really fast. And my poor grandpa had no clue how to help me. But I kept asking for milk. And so he kept feeding me milk, and I kept puking up milk. And eventually he got so freaked out that he called, this was before cell phones, right? So he called the restaurant that my mom and grandma were at. And, and asked them to come back, and they ended up taking me to the hospital because I'd lost so many fluids. And I was fine, clearly. Hello. Here I am, older than 2 or 3 years old. But my poor grandpa was like terrified to stay alone with me after that. Because I was their first grandkid. So he was fresh on grandpa duty. And like the first time he was in charge of me, I exploded. So like after that, he was like very hesitant about staying alone with me. I don't drink a lot of milk, but I did when I was a kid. I did drink a fair amount of milk. It wasn't an issue. I mostly the summer camps that I went to growing up was next to a creamery, and they gave free milk to the camp. And so I would drink a lot of milk while I was at camp because like you're doing a lot more stuff, so you're a lot more active and you're hungry, and milk has good calories in it, you know. So I would drink like a ton of milk when I was at camp, but not really that much otherwise. Although there was one summer where they accidentally gave us spoiled milk, and a couple kids drank it. Well, it was because I was asking for it. He was like, what'll make you feel better? Kind of a thing. And I wanted milk. Which I still like cold drinks when I don't feel good, but now it's juice. But like he didn't know what to do for an upset stomach, because like that was never his job when Grandma and he were raising my mom and her brother. Because he was always working outside of the house, right? So Grandma would be home with the kids when they weren't feeling well. Yeah, okay, Shawnee, I have some orange mango juice. Because you talked about that the other day, and I was like, I need that. I need that in my life. I didn't get the same brand, but my brother found some orange mango juice, and I'm really excited. Or no, it was mango pineapple is what we ended up with. I asked for orange pineapple, but we got mango pineapple, which sounds possibly better. I'm really excited about it. I love juice. I'm not allowed to have grapefruit anymore, which is like my favorite. Ruby red grapefruit juice slaps. But I can't have that with the meds I'm on. I feel like my camera is darker than normal today. I bet it changed my settings. It's a little better, I think. Although the plain white is pretty rolling out. That's okay. Yeah, I love juice. Juice is delicious. And I love taking fizzy water and mixing like a little bit of juice into it. Yeah. That would be great, honestly. I keep saying, like, if Adagio Teas wants to sponsor me, I would do great at that. I've been pimping their product for like over a decade at this point. Shawnee knew. I would very much like that because we drink a lot of their tea in this house. What else would I want? Olipop would be pretty nice, honestly, because those are also expensive and we drink them a lot. I also think they're just good in general. Their ginger ale slaps. My brother would be down for a pickle sponsorship for sure. He loves pickles more than I do. What else do I like use a lot of that I would want? LaCroix wouldn't be bad. I do a lot of little treat drinks, which you might be able to tell by me coming up with 3 drinks off the top of my head that I would want to be sponsored by. What else? Ooh, Tony's Chocolonely would be good. I actually have a caramel bar from them in the other room that I need to break apart. Because I pre-break them apart because they're too hard for my little fingies to break. So I pre-break them apart and put them in a baggie, and then I can just pull out the pieces that I want to eat. Okay. What else do I want to do to you, man? I can mess with your nipples a little bit more. Just what he said. I do want to shade our pasties here. I'll even buy you dinner first, Johnny. Do you think I probably want to do a little bit of white gouache mixed with yellow for some of the highlights? I like the highlight here, but I think that I need to do it more intense on a couple places in here. I think doing a little bit of yellow with gouache will get me there. Or I could scrub up some of the color and then put yellow down. That might be better. But I think I'm reaching the end of my tether here a little bit. I am pretty eepy, I won't lie. I am suffering from eepy bitch disease today because my brain was an asshole this morning. Stretchy? I'll do a stretchy. And a hydrate. I've been ordered to take a sippy. Thank you, Sean.
You're doing amazing, sweetie.
Yeah, it's a lobster mermaid because lobsters are just mermaids to cockroaches. I do think I'm gonna end up going back over the pasties a little bit to do some finer details. But we'll finish this up next time. We aren't that far off from this being done. And I'll figure out what we're doing for next time. And I need to decide where we're going next. We can also just chat for a little bit. That's also allowed. I think I've run out of motivation to art. see who's live. Oh, Trisha is live. Let's go raid Trisha. I didn't know she was streaming today. My chat chatting? Wild. I have no clue what Trisha's working on, but we can go raid Trisha. Thanks for being here and being chatty and dealing with me, you know, getting up on my little soapbox and encouraging me. It's nice when I, you know, go on those little tirades and everyone's like, yep, yep, yep. And we have a nice little discussion about it. I will switch to the ending screen. You did, but... Ooh, good point, Shawnee. Thank you. You did miss a soapbox moment, but the great thing about me is that I upload all of my VODs to a YouTube channel, so you can go back and see all of my soapbox ranting since I started streaming. The only stream I don't have up there is my very first stream because I forgot to record it. And I didn't have VODs set up on my channel. So, everything except the very first. You can see on my VOD channel, which I think I just did a command like that for it, maybe? I don't remember my own commands anymore. See, that's my main YouTube, but the archive is a different one. Maybe I did archive. Yeah, there we go. So you can catch them all there. I just have to wait 24 hours before I upload them based on my contract with Twitch. So those will all be up. I'm realizing that I don't think I put up Friday's stream, but I'll do that later. Not always great at remembering to do that. But let me get everything set up here so that I can go do a little raid-a-roomie. Remember to mute the tab. That's an important thing to do. Oh, I can just do that. I'm so silly. We're gonna go raid Trisha, who is a great artist and has taught me a lot about watercolor. She's also doing watercolor. She's mainly a watercolor artist. And she's just a fun little gal, I guess, is a way to put it. Shawnee has put some raid commands in the chat. The first one has emojis that you can use anywhere on Twitch. The second one has emotes that you can use if you're subscribed to my channel. So please copy and pasta the one that is relevant to you if you were deciding to come with us. If you aren't, that's fine too. Go do what's best for you, friend. I will be back on Friday. What we will be doing, we'll be finishing the lobster. What else? I don't know. We'll figure it out at some point. I do still have that sale going on, so if you're interested in getting like literally anything from me, you can get it for 25% off until the end of the month because I have bills that were a surprise and it's really fun for me. So if you want to help me pay a medical bill and also get some really banging art or stickers, you should use that code and get some cool stuff for you or your walls or your stuff, you know. Thank you, Shawnee. The regular spiel. Thanks for being here. Thanks for being nice to me and talking to me. Take care of yourselves. Be kind to yourselves. Remember that you're loved because I love you. And if you can't take care of and be kind to yourself for yourself, please do so for me because I think that you're awesome and deserve nice things. And that includes from yourself even on the days when it's really hard. So let's work on being nicer to ourselves and then we can meet back here and tell each other all our victories, okay? So again, back on Friday morning, and I'm sure I'll see you all in various places until then. So yeah. Catch you later.